Choosing the right school for your child is going to be one of the most important decisions that you ever make. So we're going to tell you about our school, but we're also going to let the children and their parents tell you as well.
Well, generally the atmosphere was fantastic when we came here. The children all seemed very happy and there was lots going on, and I just thought this is the place for my children.
There's more clubs after school, so there's more activities that you can do, whereas in my old school they didn't have a lot of variety.
I felt it was very family orientated, very relaxed, and sort of all the other activities that were available to him.
I like that they're not strict, but they are firm and they're kind to us.
The school was founded in 1946 and, like Kent College Senior School, is part of the Methodist Schools Group. Its Christian heritage remains a key influence on all its work. It's set in beautiful grounds just 1 mile from the centre of Canterbury and within easy driving distance of many surrounding towns.
Well, we looked at 3 or 4 schools in the area and we were attracted by the class sizes, which are very, very low numbers, and also by the superb surroundings at the school here, and also just by the general atmosphere, very friendly atmosphere. The children all seem very relaxed, enjoying themselves.
They do really good sports and we've got a really good choir.
Well, I think because my youngest daughter is very shy, she has benefited a great deal from the smaller class size. It's given her a great deal of confidence, and she's blossomed ever since she started in the nursery.
In a small class, a child can fulfil its potential. In a large class, they'd be lost.
The school prides itself on its family atmosphere and inclusive philosophy, which helps each child to reach their potential, not just academically, but also in sport, the arts and in life. The aim is to give everyone the chance to explore a huge range of opportunities and experiences, and we want each child to enjoy coming to school.
Basically, I'd like to think that every child who goes to school here, when they wake up in the morning, they think, great, it's school today. I don't actually think they do, but I think they think it's school today. That's an entirely reasonable thing to do. And then when they're here, we've got to make sure we challenge them appropriately according to their needs, which is very much according to the age that they're at and their individual ability. I would like to think that every child every day does something they're good at, so that the curriculum is broad, they're getting a whole variety of opportunities, so that each day there's something they're good at, and then there's other things that they've got to work much harder at. And so the self-esteem they get from that enables them to make the progress that we want them to make.
The school has around 220 pupils from nursery through to year 6 at the age of 11. And a particular feature of Kent College is the small class size. Children can begin in the nursery from the age of 3. The emphasis here is on fun, and learning through play is gradually introduced. Pupils can join for just half a day or for up to 5 full days.
We're trying to develop their independent skills and being able to do things for themselves. So rather than chalk and talk at them, we're putting it back on them. And what would you do about this? So getting them to develop their independent skills and being able to do things from themselves. There isn't so much telling them how to do it, it's for them finding out. And as an adult and a teacher, we should be a good facilitator to actually be there, ask open-ended questions to move their learning on.
As children progress through the school, they build on the knowledge foundations they acquire each day. We follow the national curriculum, but unlike some other schools, from the reception year onwards, there are specialist teachers for music, expressive arts, PE, games and French. And by year 3, specialists also teach design technology, science and maths. In year 4, art is added, and from the start of year 5, all subjects are taught by specialists.
If you teach a subject well, then children will learn, but if you inspire them, then they excel. And science is a perfect way in which you can do that. Non-Newtonian liquids and so on, which seems a ridiculous thing to do, but actually it's just a bowl of custard done slightly differently. Now, when you bring that into a classroom during Science Week, as we do, and the children discover that you can walk on custard and so on and so forth, it inspires them. and then they want to learn. And it takes their enjoyment of the subject out of the classroom, back home with them, and then it's there with them for life. And it's there at the weekends, it's there during the holidays, it's there when they walk into bookshops, it's there at Christmas when they're asking for electronics kits as presents and so on. And the more anybody enjoys the subject, whether it's children or adults, the more they learn, the more they want to learn.
The school recognises the importance of technology, and computers are an essential learning tool for all children at Kent College. Information technology skills are taught from nursery age. Sport is an important part of school life. And our approach is to offer every child as many opportunities as possible to try different things. There's a wide range of choice, from football and netball to cricket and athletics, and everyone is encouraged to take part in what they enjoy. Pupils also use some of the facilities at the senior school, including the all-weather pitch, the thriving farm that's won a range of awards at agricultural shows, and the new music centre. An added advantage is that students are familiar and comfortable with the surroundings if they go on to Kent College Senior School. From Year 3 there is a clearly identified 8-lesson day, and small amounts of homework are introduced. By Year 6, children are taught in classrooms arranged like those in a senior school. They have timetabled lessons and homework with deadlines.
Well, once they get into Year 6, they've become accustomed to having regular testing as they've gone through the junior school, principally in English and maths, but also in IQ-related testing, which is important to fix their progress against the standard norm. So we will do enough practice for them to be comfortable with what they have to do in exam conditions. And we believe also that a lot of the children's confidence comes simply from the breadth of our curriculum and the extracurricular activities, which we believe are very rich.
But there's also an emphasis on learning from the wider world. That includes practical lessons in subjects like environmental science.
And they are starting to grow. So what do you think I should find if I break this open?
The school has specialist design technologies and art facilities. In recent years, some pupils' work has been featured in exhibitions at the Royal Academy in London. Special provision is made for children whose educational needs require additional specialist support to help them to integrate into and benefit from the curriculum. Every child is encouraged to take part in the school's choir and enjoy the many concerts both at home and abroad. Pupils also have the opportunity to experience a wide variety of other trips. Visits to local places of interest start in the nursery and expand over the years. There are sports tours to East Anglia and the South Coast. Year 5 goes on an adventure holiday in France. Year 6 goes to the Isle of Wight. And there are sailing weekends at Cobner in Hampshire.
I've never been away without my parents in France, and we had lots of fun activities to do. Well, they're all like really different to other schools, because at other schools you don't really go to France every day, and in Year 5 you get to do the French trip, which is really fun. There's loads of things to do, and it's fun because you sleep in tents and you design things.
Parents can drop off before 8 AM and collect up to 6 PM. And breakfast can be provided for those who come in early. The school has its own kitchen, and specialist chefs produce a wide range of tempting but healthy choices. After-school clubs with a huge range of things to do, from dance, drama, music and sports to touch typing, are available for those staying on after lessons. There's also the opportunity to complete homework in a supervised classroom.
Well, I think it gives added value. I think, it's important the children don't just concentrate on the whole academic aspect of school life, and the very fact that the children can do things, 5 nights a week, and there's a great variety of different things to do.
I think they were especially important to our daughter because she's quite shy, she lacks confidence, and she's been able to have a go at things that she otherwise probably wouldn't have been able to.
The school has its own swimming pool, and all junior children have weekly lessons in the summer term.
Get your fingers together.
The pool's also open after school for family use. Kent College is organised as a day school, but it does have a comfortable boarding house in the main building, which can take up to 14 children from the age of 8. Parents of day pupils greatly value the facility of occasional boarding for the times when they have to be away. And most pupils use the boarding facilities at some stage in their school life, if only for 1 or 2 nights. In recent years, all our pupils have been offered a place at the senior school, and usually at least half of those win scholarships for academic ability or talent in art, music or sport, or a combination of those.
Really all of the time what we're doing is looking for the challenges that are ahead. So the children, when they're in the nursery, we're preparing them for entering into the infants so that they understand how they've got to work, that they've got the confidence to thrive with the challenges that are there. Exactly the same within the infants, where we're preparing them for the juniors so that the school is opening up more and more for them as they go through. And then, of course, as they get into year 5, we're starting to look into year 6 and the challenges of the senior school so that they can win their place in the senior school, and when they're there, they can feel that they are thoroughly prepared for the educational, social, sporting, musical challenges that they're going to be faced with in the senior school.
Kent College prides itself on treating each child as an individual, enabling them to reach their full potential and thrive in a happy, family, caring environment.